Mike, absolutely buzzing to welcome you to Football Fun Factory HQ today for your onboarding day, starting your journey as a head coach for the Football Fun Factory. First question, where did you first hear about or have an awareness of the FFF?
So I come across it on my Facebook on an advertisement about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
Or so. Done some research and I spoke to you. A year later, circumstances changed, we approached you. We're here now on the onboarding day.
No, absolutely buzzing. It's been quite a journey over the last 18 months, but like you say, it has to be the right time, the right opportunity for you, and we couldn't be happier that you're here. Can I take you sort of back to your childhood, to where your love and passion for football, where did that first come from?
I'm not gonna lie, I remember bits of my childhood with football, but there's nothing that comes to mind. My dad took me to a few games at Old Trafford. He always brought me up with videos of George Best, Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton, and that's what I was brought up on from about 5 years old. And then he sort of fell out of love with the football and the rolling around and all that stuff. He couldn't be bothered with that, but my sort of passion for it grew, and I love United, I love England, support them religiously, but I will sit and watch football all weekend, all evening. When it's on, whatever's on, I don't care, I will watch it.
That's fantastic.
I've watched football from Argentina and all sorts.
That's quality. No, I bet it's no surprise for me in terms of when you talk about them three players that you're watching videos of growing up, George Best, Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton. You couldn't pick three better players, obviously Manchester United players as well, so it's quite obvious why you've got such a love and passion for the game. Can you remember the earliest memories of playing the game as a child?
I was in year 5, weren't much of a player, didn't have anything about me, but I got picked for the school team, and we had a lad that actually went professional, and I remember playing up front with him once. He's had a wand of a left foot, and I managed to lob a ball over a player and then have my shot blocked. That's all I remember of it. I don't remember much else about the game, that was it.
In terms of the coaching side, where did that passion or that sort of idea that you want to coach, where did that come from?
So there was an issue at one of the clubs where my stepson was playing. The coach left and took some players, and we were left with some players that didn't want to leave. They enjoyed the club they were at. The club secretary spoke to all the parents and wanted someone to take over. I'd just done my ACL in Sunday League, so I sort of stopped playing for a while, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll sort of do it and just sort of see where we go. And then you do all your coaching badges and you learn loads of new stuff, and then you get the kids on board and you start teaching them, and you see how they respond to it and how they react and how the enjoyment and the smiles on their faces, and you just get an excitement about you. And then once they grew up and not so much interested in football, that sort of went. And then my youngest has just started with a team, and they needed some extra help, extra coaches, and because I'd already had my qualifications, I jumped on board that. It brought a new excitement in myself that I could coach more children and bring them on to have fun.
What you talk about with obviously the fantastic stuff you're doing in grassroots football links so much to the Football Fun Factory. How are you are you excited about offering that in your local community with the Football Fun Factory on an even greater scale?
100%. What I've noticed, especially in my community, is there's lots of teams, but there's not enough coaches. There's not enough people willing to. It's a lot of effort. Takes up a lot of time. A lot of children that want to play football or enjoy playing football are not getting the opportunity because there's not spaces at these clubs. Whereas the Football Fun Factory creates an equal opportunity for any ability. Brilliant. Come along, enjoy football.
Exactly, that power of football is so vast, particularly in the UK, because there's such a passion for it everywhere, and I think that is where, like you say there, what you talk about there sums up the Football Fun Factory way better than I could, to give every child the opportunity to just enjoy the game in its purest possible form. We're so pleased to have you here with the other group of coaches today to be launching your programs in a couple of months' time now, and the excitement's really building. We can't wait to see the children enjoying the programs in your local community.